Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're mapping out your hero's journey to becoming a highly successful art director. Look, if you've ever watched a visually stunning movie, played a totally immersive video game, or flipped through a magazine with those incredibly captivating layouts and thought, man, I want to be the person who creates that, well, you are exactly in the right place. So let's just dive right into this.
Here is our quick roadmap for today. We'll cover the art director role itself, your educational pathway, funding that education, the actual workplaces you'll be in, your career growth path, and we'll wrap it all up with a really cool real-world success story.
Okay, Section 1. The art director role. Defining the dream. You know, an art director is really the visionary who oversees a creative project from day one all the way to completion. You're the one responsible for the entire visual style, whether that's for a high-end magazine, product packaging, a blockbuster movie, or a TV production. You basically create the overarching design, and then you guide the artists and designers who actually execute that vision. You are literally the mastermind orchestrating the whole visual symphony.
Now, this requires a kind of fascinating combination of traits. Yes, obviously you need a highly creative, artistic mind, but, and this is absolutely crucial, you must be a team player with excellent communication skills. Why? Because you aren't just sitting alone in a dark room drawing. You are a leader. You have to clearly communicate your artistic vision to an entire team and guide them to bring it to life. Simply put, if you can't communicate, you can't direct.
Moving on to Section 2, your educational pathway. Stepping up. The really accessible thing about this path is that it starts right at Step 1, completing your 10+2 in literally any subject combination. You don't have to be locked into a specific academic track in high school. Then, Step 2 is where you specialize. This means completing a bachelor's degree, like a BA in Fine Arts or a BSc in Graphic Design, or grabbing a diploma in those fields. And then Step 3, if you really want to refine your expertise, is an optional master's degree.
But keep in mind, getting into top design institutes isn't just about handing in an application. You're usually going to have to pass specific entrance exams. The big ones include the NID entrance exam, UCEED, Pearl Academy's exam, SEED, and the MIT IT DAT. Think of these exams as your ultimate gateway to the premier institutions.
And you've got some incredible options for where to study, including super prestigious government institutes all across India. We're talking places like Jamia Millia Islamia in New Delhi, Banaras Hindu University in Varanasi, Maharaja Sayajirao in Vadodara, and Rabindra Bharati in Kolkata. Plus, there are tons of private institutes and even distance learning options out there too.
All right, Section 3, funding your creative education. The financial reality.
Based on our source material, the estimated course fee is generally going to range between roughly 32,000 994,000 rupees. Now, obviously, these are approximate numbers, and they will absolutely vary depending on the institute, but it gives you a realistic baseline of the initial investment you're making in your future.
But hey, do not let that initial number intimidate you, okay? There are massive support systems in place. You can hit up the National Scholarship Portal for government schemes, or hunt down merit-based scholarships directly from your school. Need a loan? The Vivya Lakshmi portal is designed specifically to help students secure education loans. Plus, several states, like West Bengal, Odisha, and Bihar, offer student credit cards with super low interest rates. The funding is absolutely out there if you just look for it.
Section 4. Workplaces and environments. Where are you actually gonna work? Okay, this is where it gets really fun. As an art director, you aren't stuck in just one single industry. You could find yourself in some wildly dynamic, creative places. You could be building totally new worlds in an animation studio or a gaming company. Or maybe you're designing sets for TV and film, or crafting these high-impact visual campaigns at an ad agency. The world is quite literally your canvas here.
Though, a quick reality check, this is not your traditional 9-to-5 desk job. You're going to be actively moving around. Local travel is a huge part of the gig. You'll be on your feet, constantly supervising your assistants and designers. Also, the industry heavily relies on part-time and contractual work, which actually gives you a lot of flexibility. And wonderfully, the source points out that this field offers fantastic opportunities for differently abled individuals. It's a highly inclusive, fast-paced environment.
Moving to Section 5, the career growth path, mapping the future.
So, how does this actually build over time? Well, you don't just start at the top. You often begin entry-level as a runner, learning the studio from the ground up, sometimes literally just running errands. Then you step up to designer, then maybe a storyboard artist. As you prove your leadership chops, you become an assistant art director, then the art director,
And eventually, you could reach the absolute pinnacle of the department as a creative director. It's a very clear ladder of increasing responsibility.
And the financial payoff for climbing that ladder? It's definitely rewarding. The approximate salary for an experienced art director ranges right between 45,000 and 91,000 rupees per month. It's one of those great careers where your growing creative expertise directly translates into your earning potential.
Finally, Section 6, Real-World Success Stories, the ultimate payoff.
I want to introduce you to Ashrita Kamath. She took the exact educational and career pathway we just talked about and transformed it into a massive global career. Her story is the perfect example of where real dedication to this craft can take you.
Get a load of this incredible journey. She actually started out studying sociology at St. Xavier's College in Mumbai, which just proves your early background can be completely diverse. From there, she jumped into the art department in Bollywood, working on major hits like Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. Then, pushing even further, she got accepted into the wildly prestigious AFI Conservatory in Los Angeles. And today, she's working as an art director on James Cameron's massive Avatar series, literally going from Mumbai to Pandora. How crazy is that?
So, knowing the clear pathway to get there, understanding the costs and that incredible financial support that's waiting for you, and seeing the limitless potential of someone like Ashrita Kamath, I just want to leave you with this final thought. You've got the map in your hands now. The only question left for you is, are you ready to design your future? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.